Fast action in the shanty this morning. We finally got a decent keeper for Chautauqua Lake. Carl did the damage. This is what we've been mostly getting. Is it's tough in the sun there, but is like 7 inches. But Carl got a nice one.
Yeah.
And there's a whole school of them coming up through. If you're keeping Carl, that'd be a keeper. But what do you say, Will?
It's Chautauqua Lake for you. I mean,
yeah.
They're not big. There's a ton of them. Hopefully you can catch, 15 that are the size of Carl's.
Yeah.
And if you give me just a second here, hold on.
Is your screen is covered up? Will's fishing the electronics.
Yep, hold on. Here we go. Dig them up a little bit. Keep them coming. Got them.
It's not even fair. You catch about 15 of these shorties and get 1 keeper out of them.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like there's not enough food in the lake.
Yeah, it's just always been this way. And sometimes you get on bigger batches of perch, but I don't know. We're off the bell tower today, fishing about 15 feet of water.
Yeah.
We'll probably bump around a little bit.
Yeah, we're just right on the edge of a weed line, basically.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fish down there. They're not a night of lake perch, that's for sure.
Will is not happy, if you can't tell. He hates Chautauqua Lake, and I bet you he's not alone. So let us know in the comments what you think of this place. It's closer drive, there's a lot of good things about it. It's a great spot to bring kids, that kind of thing. But we have always struggled to catch quality fish here, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure they're around, but I don't know.
Yeah. Remember, code Will's World. You getting a bite? There's another dinker. Code Will's World at buffalotackle.com for 10% off.
Yep.
All your dink perch catching needs. Let's see if we can focus in on some bigger ones.
Yep.
Carl again. Carl's hooked. Carl sets his drag reel light, and it always makes me think he's got a giant.
I got a little one this time.
He's got a little one this time. That didn't. All right, he fooled us. All right, I got to get my stuff back down the hole. I just told the guys to get ready because here comes a whole mess of perch on my camera. And Will's hooked up just like that. Bingo.
I put on a spoon to try to catch some bigger ones.
Catch some bigger ones. I put on minnow heads. They have no interest in the minnow head at all.
Really?
Yeah, they swam right to your presentation. I got nothing going. Really interesting. But I am also targeting bigger ones, so yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, there's a nice fish. Yeah, here they come again. Oh, they're going right for your stuff, Will.
Yeah.
There's like about 6 or 8 of them down there. They like that. Did you put a spoon on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here comes one coming right at my bait. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. Will's hooked up again.
Carl's catching the biggest one down.
Carl, you got a nice sized fish there?
A little better.
Yeah, you guys can see how finicky perch are. I mean, I think it's really interesting how he's watching them. I'm gonna try to catch this one. We gotta let him eat that. Nope. He's too small to really take that very well. He's gonna try again, but we'll let you know how it turns out. You guys got yours back down the hole already? Yeah. I gotta get a spoon down.
Should we do a catching?
Will finally pulled up a bigger one, and he's like, "Oh, should we do a catch and cook?" Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, there's some nice fish. Yeah. All right, I got one going right here. Oh, I caught him. Got him. Yep. Of course, nobody holds the camera for me. I just put it between my legs and hope for the best.
We decided to do a catch and cook after Carl cut it.
I know, and Carl threw it back down the hole. We were like, "Oh yeah." Well, it's no secret where we're at. If you know Chautauqua Lake, you can hear it in the background. Your regular reminder of what time it is.
Oh, there's a lot of fish down there.
Yeah, there's a ton of fish. We need to be getting back down.
They were chasing me on the way down.
Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow, there's a lot down there. Carl, anything? See if we can get Will hooked up here. Oh man.
I think I lost my bait.
And I'm on my screen just not.
And I think there's nice fish too.
Oh, no, I did get robbed. Oh my god, look at the screen.
Yeah, they're still right there. They're So I can see them on the camera, guys, and I can tell their direction of travel. So I can be like, Will, they're heading toward your stuff, or Carl, or whatever. But it's interesting. You understand which direction they're all coming from. I can see them in the background now. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, on the underwater camera. It's just an old aqua view, guys. Lots of people, you know, you can buy these all over the place, but I'm telling you, these old aqua views are like pretty bulletproof. Decent displays. This is not a color model. You know, I bought this used, but it came in the original box, and I think I got it for $100. So, not a bad tool to have. So just to give you an idea, we were using what would be called like a teardrop jig, like pretty small, you know, all that stuff, like little tungsten heads, things like that. And then we went a little bit bigger, and we started going with some more like spoons, like the buckshots, and you know, I got an old Swedish pimple in here that I like a lot. So, and there's fish on the screen. So Will's hooked up.
That would be a little bit bigger one.
Will is hooked up. We're thinking we're gonna do a catch and cook here for you guys, and it's about to get ugly. All of a sudden, everything turns into a keeper for Will.
That is not a keeper.
That is not a keeper.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's a big fish. Got him. Or at least it came up with a big mark.
Oh.
Double.
So, guys,
Carl's hooked up too.
Today we are fishing off the bell tower, and there's tons of access on this lake, which is one of the nice parts. And this is a really nice access, especially for like little kids and stuff. It's maybe 100 yards from the truck,
Not even.
and you're only walking maybe 50 of it on the ice.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very easy. And you can get to very deep water quickly. Like we're in 13 right now, you know, just catching perch and stuff. But literally 75 yards, a little farther out is 30, 40 feet of water. And so you'll find a lot of your walleyes out there and stuff, which, you know, a lot of guys say they don't exist in this lake. But,
Carl's pulling out dink after dink after dink over here.
but
It's fun.
you can also access, you know, there's Mayville, there's Vikings, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But this is one of our favorites just because of the short drag, and you can catch about 1 million perch.
Yeah, this lake
And-
is known for getting a lot of snowfall, and the drag with your gear can be awful. So these quick access spots close to shore, really nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
All right, somebody catch some keepers up in
yeah, we
there.
need to get the keepers going. There's still, hold on a second, there's still fish down there.
Yeah, they're all over my camera screen too.
Are
Yeah, I should probably try to fish.
Carl's got one.
Carl, you gotta turn your drag up. I can't even
Hey,
explain.
here's a little better one.
They're getting bigger. They're getting bigger.
Look, he hit it like
Oh my god.
Wow.
That thing hammered
T-boned
it.
it,
Look
yeah.
at that.
I don't even have a hook in
You
him.
don't
I
even
caught
have
him.
He just
Oh my
he
god.
wedged that spoon in his mouth. That's
Oh,
crazy.
Dad.
Oh jeez, I think I got one. I do. Whoa, I felt that one. This ice is alive today. You guys, there's a ton of fish down there.
Oh jeez, I got fish all over me now.
Yeah, dinker stuff.
I might have a little bit better fish on me.
All right, guys.
Got the whole hook
Carl's
in
the only one that can catch what we're gonna call keepers today.
Apparently.
Chautauqua Lake keepers. He's literally the only one that can pull them in. But every time he sets the hook, his drag goes off. So we literally have no idea if it's a good fish ever. And then he pulls out these, you know, 9-10 inchers. So all right, we're starting to make a little pile here, guys. The action. I know the action is hot and heavy. They're on the camera. They're on their screens. Again, the camera's nice because you can tell the size of them and you can pull it away from little ones. So kind of cool. It's a little one. I can see it on the screen. Yeah. He's got you. Oh, I can almost see your jig, Will. It's coming back on you. And they're all over you. Got him. Yeah.
I can see you go up with it.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go,
Yeah.
you keeper.
There were there were two. We got a little keeper here, but there were two of them together, and I could see them going at Will's jig in the distance on the camera screen. And he, for some reason, they just backed off, but they came over to me. So that'll do. Making a little pile.
Little pile.
All right, guys, quick update. The fish just shut off here. I mean, nobody's marking any, nothing on the camera. So we talked to a couple guys who were real nice, and they said, oh, we were fishing here yesterday, da, da, da. So they told us just to bump out a little bit further next to them. And so we're in the process of packing this whole shanty up, and we're just going to try to shimmy across the ice, not going far, maybe 50 yards. We'll set up again and see what we can do.
All right,
So,
guys,
catch
we
up
moved
with
out
ya.
to 50 feet. Dad caught one keeper. And a lot of guys out today. I mean, it's a pretty nice day other than it being like 15 degrees right now. But the fishing is really slow. The ice is really popping and cracking and making a lot of noise. And there's also just a lot of guys drilling holes. This one dude to our right drilled holes for 20 minutes. It was nuts. But, you know, that could be something to do with just some skittish fish or something. But they're around. We're just struggling to capitalize on a good bite. And, I don't know, it seems like it's getting slower and slower as it's going here. So, see what happens here. Hopefully we can get 2 or 3 more keepers, but I don't think I've had a bite in 20 minutes. So, we'll see how much longer we last. But, not too bad of a day, I guess, for staying local.
Carol's hooked up. We got little one, big one?
Little one, I think, but I picked
Oh,
them
yeah.
up right in the mud.
Yeah.
I had to drop it in the mud and bounce it off the mud.
These fish are laying on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Chased it for a little while, but would not hit it off the ground. So I dropped in the mud and one grabbed it.
See how big he is. Oh, hey. A little bit better than our average. Nice. I don't know how much longer we're going to last, guys, but we did keep some fish, so we'll finish this up at some point in the kitchen. But, yeah, we're going to try to get a couple of keepers here and call it a morning. Will's hooked up to one.
Come here, buddy.
What do we get? Oh, that is not, we'll show it. That is not going to do it. So,
That's probably going to conclude the fishing part of this adventure.
Will couldn't be much grumpier. Unless this one pokes him in the hand. And then he'll get grumpier.
I hate little perch.
We did wind up with 6 or 8 nice filletable fish.
Yeah, we'll get a little meal out of them.
And so we're gonna get off the ice here in a little bit, right?
Yeah, make about an hour and a half drive home and fillet them up and then fry them up. And we'll show you guys how it's done.
Yeah,
So stay tuned for that part.
Hang with
Chautauqua
us.
Lake did not let us down. That's for sure. Yeah. We like eating pizza. Fishing makes us hungry.
So far, the best part of this day.
Yep. Crosby's Pizza.
Crosby's Pizza. Tough to go wrong with the Crosby's.
Hey guys. That's good. Oh,
You got a flopper.
that's floppy. How's that fish still alive? That's crazy.
I know. We're gonna fillet these real easy. Just I got the Bubba Electric. Straight cut down to the backbone,
Yeah.
and then turn the blade and go all the way back to the tail. And when we get there, we'll come back to you on it.
So, we got a little story to tell. On the way back from Chautauqua, obviously the last thing that you guys saw, we made it about just about home, about a half hour from home, and Dad woke me up because I was sound asleep, and he's like, we got a flat tire, so we pulled off on the side of the road, and sure enough, you know, the Chevy had just hit 100,000 miles, and the spare tire was rusted to the truck. So
we couldn't change the tire.
Yeah, couldn't change the tire.
So AAA to the rescue.
Pretty much.
A tow was like 3 hours.
Yeah, so we said screw that at like hour 2.5.
So we literally threw the keys in the front seat and walked away from it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it finds its way to the tire shop.
Hopefully.
We'll find out soon enough.
And those tires were brand new too. That was the rough.
Brand new tire, totally
brand
destroyed.
new tire to destroy.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, here we go.
You catch them up here. So,
Yep.
so I just cut that fillet off, and obviously for YouTube reasons, I'm trying to be kind here. But you turn your blade perfectly flat. And that skin is going to come right off, okay? Which is really nice.
And if your blades are dull too, you'll start to see like that skin like peel through the meat.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't want that.
And so then this is the fillet. Here's the rib cage right here, guys. And you just come up against that at an angle.
Yeah.
And cut it off. Now, I will say filleting fish, and there's your perch fillet. Filleting fish is something that everybody does their own way, and I totally get it. You guys leave us in the comments. You know, this is how we do it. It works for us. You can buzz up a lot of them with the electric. I mean, this thing is like
a little upgrade for us this year.
Yeah, just really nice. So I'm gonna get to work on these, and we'll probably catch back up when we heat up some oil.
Heat up some oil. Yep.
All right, get another bowl out.
All right, Dad's whipping the eggs. Got the beer batter here. And just a little appetizer there.
This is just enough for a quick bite, but we didn't keep only, I think, five littler.
We weren't looking for dinner. More for a tutorial of what's going on here.
Just a little snack.
And we got the oil over here heating up. So get those thrown back in.
When we do walleye, we'll do them outside. We have a big burner.
Yeah,
we'll
do
put them on
10 at a time.
And this is just what we like. I mean, this McCormick.
Our buddy Brian, that you guys have seen in a couple videos at the Big Crestliner, he does a different batter. It's very familiar or very similar. Yeah. And it's more crunchy.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And it was pretty good. So.
Yeah, it is super good.
All right.
So we gotta put a little water in there.
Water.
Just mix that up, yeah. So I'm actually gonna use that egg to do that. Just put a little. It calls for water, but put a little egg in there. And you're just trying to make a paste that you can dip those into.
Making a mess.
Making a mess.
Don't let Mom see that.
Just don't tell. There's no easy way to do this. So. But this will be good stuff. I'm just trying to make a thick but smooth paste that will stick to those fillets. We're just going to dredge them through here ultimately and then throw them right in the hot grease. So I'm going to check the temperature of the grease, which you started already, right?
Yep.
And so all you have to do is, let a drop of your stuff land in the oil.
Not ready.
Not even close. See how it just sank to the bottom? So crank that up, get it warm, and we'll check back in when we get to the grease. So you can see all we do is just dredge these little fillets in that breading, and then I'm going to drop them right in the hot oil. And that's what you want to hear. Probably turn that down just a smidge. And you want to be careful when you're doing this in the house. Obviously, fire hazard. We just use a saucepan, but we don't put a ton of oil in there. You want to definitely keep it away from the brim, because when it starts to crackle like that, it comes up in the pot. Yep. So, but these won't take long at all. No. Again, just a little snack. I mean, there's not much to it. I clean these fish, I think, in under 5 minutes, and to cook them is another 5 or 10. So, but just a nice way to end the day with, honestly, some of the best tasting fish.
And the crazy part is we should have been home about 4 hours ago.
This is actually turning into an appetizer. My wife's cooking some dinner for us, and we're like, let us in here. We're just going to be real quick. So, and this is the last little nugget, and there you go. And they are cooking away. So we're going to let them do their thing. They'll turn brown, and they'll turn nice and brown in there, and then we'll just pull them out, put them on a paper towel to suck off some of that oil, and then we're eating them.
Sounds good.
All right. I think we're about done here. They're brown, they're crispy, and they're floating.
Yep.
So I just use this ladle to scoop them out, kind of wholesale. Lay them on a paper towel. Will's gonna probably get some ketchup here.
Yep. I like them with
Just
ketchup.
let them kind of drain off for a minute.
You like what do you like?
I like tartar sauce.
Yeah.
With dill. I'm not gonna go to those lengths tonight. I might just have some ketchup to do. Dip them. But we know there's a bunch of different ways to do this, so we'd be curious. Leave in the comments what you guys like for your fish fry. Listen, as long as you're eating what you catch, I don't care how you cook it.
Yep.
Right? It's whatever you like. So
As long as it's not going to waste.
yeah, let's get these little nuggets cooled off. We'll get some ketchup and we'll taste test in a minute.
Yep.
So,
All right, guys.
this is usually where it gets feisty.
Yep.
Fighting over.
Good.
Fighting over flies.
Very good. You've definitely made better.
Not my. It's not my best,
Uh-uh.
but it's all right.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, that's a wrap on the day, huh?
Uh-huh. It was a long day. For some oil pork. I know there's some of you probably watching that are going to say that they got some honey holes that they catch 10, 11, 12 inches out of, but I don't have the time for that.
No.
But that's going to conclude it today, guys. We're planning for a short day, turn into a long day, but that's how it goes sometimes. So hopefully next weekend we have the time and the ability to get back out to Oneida. Hopefully learn some more there, catch some big fish again, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I mean, that's just local fishing in the Buffalo area. It's just not anything too crazy. You know?
Winter's back.
Winter is back. And they were saying it's supposed to warm up, but now they're saying it's going to be freezing cold again. So I think we still got some time. And let me tell you, that ice, it was getting thick today. Really thick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was cracking and
Yeah.
groaning and carrying them. So
don't forget Buffalo Tackle, guys. Still using those Riversider rods today. Did good on some light bite and perch. You could definitely see that bite. And we were in 50 feet of water.
Yep.
I mean, it's way down there.
deep stuff.
So 10% off, code Will's World at checkout. And yeah, appreciate you guys go check that stuff out. And we'll see you in the next one.